The Iran-Contra affair was a political atrocity that occurred during Ronald Reagan's presidency in the 1980s. During this time, select members of Reagan's administration had been involved in selling weapons to Iranians. This act was considered such a scandal because Iran was a known enemy to the United States. In addition, the profits received from the sale of weapons had gone to funding Nicaraguan rebels, despite the fact that the Boland Amendment had banned such acts. When the Reagan administration was initially addressed on the topic, they denied even having knowledge of its occurrence. However, one possible explanation was eventually given. During the early to mid-1980s, a militant group referred to as Hezbollah had taken 6 Americans as well as 24 other Westerners as hostages in Lebanon. Reagan believed that by selling weapons to Iran, the Iranians would therefore influence the Hezbollah stationed in Lebanon to release the American hostages safely. The Iran-Contra affair, a controversial issue requiring numerous years and extensive expenses for its resolve, led to an uprise of scandal and secrecy within the government. These scandalous actions only came to a halt once the knowledge of the situation had been publicized and several investigations had been put into effect.
I, Ronald Reagan, do solemnly swear
I, Ronald Reagan, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Ronald Reagan had one of the greatest impacts upon the American political system during his stay in office as the nation's 40th president. Reagan was in office for 8 years and completed his term in January of 1989. Overall, Reagan was well liked and supported due to his various accomplishments. By the completion of his term, nearly 68% of Americans found Reagan's performance to be satisfactory. 71% of Americans approved of his handle on foreign relations, and nearly 62% of the population was satisfied with his methods of handling the economy. Reagan had explained his legacy as the Great Rediscovery, a rediscovery of our values and of our common sense. Although Reagan's tactics and intended policies seemed to center upon economic recovery, he had instead stumbled upon a national crisis that produced contrary results.